Hello everyone. So I wanted to sort of get off my chest after my phone call with Lisa last night, which was great. Um, why I'm looking at doing this personal finance coaching slash course for everyone, and why I went ahead and sort of created a 10-page document myself of how I've got myself through it. So I thought I'd put it on here first and just lay it all out in line, because I had some good feedback as well about sharing first and then your pitch will come after that. So what I did, I've always had loans, credit cards, card payments. I think I got a loan out to pay my travel when I was about 19 years old to come up the city to work, because I didn't even want to ask my mum and dad for the money. So yeah, I've always lived with debt. And then what happened was I got into my 30s and I had my first child. And I just sort of seeing this money coming in and the money coming out. And to an extent, I've been fortunate enough to always sort of out-earn my stupidity. So the money, I didn't really think of it. And then I'd had a loan to consolidate, a credit card, a payment, a car payment, etc. And then I just started to think, this is just getting ridiculous. And then when you start to look at what people actually do, you start thinking that there's got to be more than life, that the money comes in and the money goes out. You've got to be able to start to saving. And then when you start to look online, you start to see the savings rate for people. It's ridiculously low. So then I started thinking, well, that isn't the way for me. So what I did was, I started investigating, looking online at budgeting. But then I wanted to get a bit more meticulous than just the vanilla nonsense stuff that was just put online. So I started creating my own budget, and I literally accounted for every pound. And every single pound that I had spare, I started to pay off debt. Now, the way to pay off debt, I found that worked the best for me was to pay the smallest debt off first, which goes in contrary to trying to get rid of the biggest payment first. It isn't. For me, it wasn't. It was getting rid of the small payments first and building up. And eventually I got there. And then obviously on top of that, eventually I started to be able to put money away and start to save. So what I did was then is take that sort of pain and devise a plan to help people set out from budgeting through to paying off their debt. That debt could be anything. Over my life, I've probably had about 25, 30 grand's worth of credit card debt over that time. Not all together at one time, and just continuously rolling them loans. And I know that hits a note for a lot of people who do sort of struggle month to month. I now even budget every month for food. I budget. Obviously, anything that we've got, I know exactly what we're spending out every month, how much I spend on myself, how much I give to my wife. Every pound is accounted for, so I know exactly where I am. And I just think if people can get that sort of clarity, which I hope I can provide, even if they realise that the numbers don't add up, you can do something about it. The first time I laid there with a budget in front of me, your heart's pumping, you're humbled. It's a really sobering experience. But you must know that there are other people out there like you. You sit there and you see people, driving around in this, or they've got that. A lot of this stuff isn't paid for. They don't own it. It's all on payments. And the quicker that a society we realise that isn't a way to live, the quicker that people really can start to get this independence, financial independence as well, that will carry them forward. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to get quite a bit of this chest. First time I really spoke about it, because all of this comes from a good place. So I just wanted to put it out there. So I look forward to your input, and thank you for everything. Bye.